Well, folks, how y'all doing today? Um, pretty knocked down, actually. You know, every once in a while you get to thinking about your point of origin. Mine's not a particularly happy thing, you know. Right? No, I mean, I guess it could be at times. I'm just saying overall, no, not really. You have, well, okay. Either I never had epilepsy and they drugged the shit out of me for no reason for many years, or I still do twitch and flop and kind of space off every once in a while, and I do. You know what I mean? But imagine having people who had you drugged, I mean literally sedated, drugged, since almost birth. Somewhere around first, second grade, just decide, oh, you don't need that anymore. And just imagine that. Just picture that. Okay? And then picture this now. Picture this. So they want evidence so they can not have to be concerned, right? So they get the minimal evidence to say, well, there just is no seizures anymore. So they're done. They're magically cured. No, they weren't. They're not. I had one, a month ago or so that I remember pretty clearly waking up, You know when you wake up out of them, if you've ever had them, it's obvious, You just beat up, right? There's nothing else to be done about it, They're very obvious, right? And again, I've had people witness them in my adult life, so I know they're there, right? Okay? But it was easier for them to believe that this little guest, this is my way of viewing the matter, had just left, Yeah. It made for a fun time, it really did, There's nothing wrong with you. Well, yeah, I mean, sure, there's nothing wrong, other than the first 5 or 7 years of my life were spent on psychotropic drugs that are no longer there anymore, and now my brain's all out of whack. But other than that, I'm fine. Yeah, sure. Because if there's anything you should do with mind-altering chemicals, addictive things like this, is just immediate cessation of use. That's exactly what you should do. Sure, yeah. Right. I mean, this was very unpleasant, And this isn't something I did to myself or something. I mean, I was a baby. They administered whatever. Why? I don't. Again, if it magically cured itself, it's not epilepsy. Do you understand? Right? If it didn't, and I don't think it did. You see what I mean? But why the drugs at that age is part of I don't get, I don't know. Honestly. Right? I have no clue. So, a lot of different angers there, really. These are things that I had no control over, And these moron peoples of mine, and they are morons, they're flipping about this kind of stuff. Like, oh, well, yeah, sure, we fed you some addictive drugs. And they're addictive. The one for sure it is. And then just withdrew you off them. Immediate. Yeah, no worries. That's not good. I mean, that's stupid. That's very unhealthy. Do you understand? Why would you do that? Right? I mean, why would you do this? That's all I'm saying. It makes no sense, right? It just makes no sense. None of it makes any sense, right? So here's the thing. So allegedly I had all this. I've been to the doctor. I remember going to the doctor in my life one. No paperwork. None. What? No paperwork. Like, it's kind of peculiar, don't you think? It's kind of strange. It's like, I remember going and getting several EKGs and CAT scans and whatnot, you know, right? EKGs anyway, one CAT scan I remember clearly. So, do you understand? Right. You just gotta think to yourself, that's kind of peculiar, don't you think? It's like, why would there be no paper trail? Okay? Now, you ask yourself, you say it's not genetic, but I do have several second and third cousins that have epilepsy. There's just no way around it. There's several of them. I mean, 3, 4 of them at any rate. So, you know, maybe it's not that. Maybe. It could be. That's a possibility. But what's for sure is it's peculiar. Since, you know. All right, look. So here I am. I've got some child, you know. And in the future, they're going to need to go to get medical care, you know, right? True? Sound right? I'm going to try to keep as good a records for them as possible on the matter, you know, so they can have a sort of a file of their own that goes with them that isn't at some office, you know what I'm saying? Nope. Okay. Now, what do you think about that? Not one piece of paper. Not one piece of paper indicates that this is the way it is. Now, why? I mean, you'd almost think that something was being misplaced on purpose, wouldn't you? I would. I do. I suspect just that exactly. Just because they say a thing doesn't mean it's so. I've learned this from long experience. Again, I can say anything. I can say all kinds of shit. You know, one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater doesn't exist. Okay? I've heard all sorts of things out of these people's mouth. Never happened. So, you know, right? Right. Let's just cease with the bullshit, you know? Oh, that's your parents. Unfortunately, it is, yeah. Now you know why when I had an option to get a daughter of mine, it doesn't matter. I claimed out point blank, nope, I don't know. Oh, she's mine. You better bet to believe that. But there was no way any child of mine was coming into these people's orbit. Fuck that. She lives with decent people now. Does well. Has no idea that these Untermenschen exist. Right. Right. Very well she's done by herself. Very well indeed. You see? Nobody would want that fucking idiot mother of mine fucking raising her troll. She's a moron. She's a control freak is what it comes right down to. Okay? It's just what it comes right down to. She got some serious control issues, you know what I mean? I mean, it's nuts, right? Let me say. I mean, I know for a fact that's the way it is. Look, typical control freak works just like this. Everything starts out, there's no actual conditions, right? And then, but then there are actual conditions, yeah? Every time. Every fucking time. It's not like I'm making this up. Everyone knows what I'm saying is the truth. You know? That there's just a way that people are. Well, oh, everything's fine. You can do, and then it, you know, and then it isn't that way. It's like ridiculous, right? Because remember, with these people, they mean everything's fine as long as you live like a mouse, right? Literally, make no noise. You have to be in bed by like fucking maybe 9 o'clock. You know, just fuck that shit. It's like if I want to go live fucking in your little fucking world, I'd be back in your world. You know what I mean? But seriously, that's the main part. Like, oh gee, you'd hate to make noise, particularly around all these loud, fucking, ignorant, stupid fucking people that are my family. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. And they are stupid too, in the main. It's just the truth. Oh, they'll see this and be like, oh, fuck you. Do whatever you think you're gonna do. Because I'll tell you, you dumb fucking cunnies. Don't think I won't go right up and slice your fuel line. Yeah, fuck. You know what I mean? I mean, they just don't understand this game very well. See, they think they have a right to pummel on me. You see? That's what they think. They think they have a right to pummel on me. No, I deny this right. Simple fact is, you want to try to make me feel bad? I'll break your shit. Now what? You want to try to drive me out? I'll burn myself on the way out. I'll burn myself out. Now fuck you. You know what I mean? You can suck a dick. It's exactly what I think pretty much about most of my family. Particularly my parents, who are just useless to me. I mean, my mom claims to care, but the bitch is codependent. In a big way, where it's like, her. What does that do for me? You know? Like, okay, so I had a bunch of zucchinis, and she's like, if these were money and they grew on trees, like, if those were money and they grew on trees, I'd be gone. You'd never see me again. You'd never see me again. I'd have things I would be doing. You understand? Things I would be doing, not lingering here dying with your kvetching, nonsense, drama, gossip bullshit. Right. You understand? I mean, look, people, it finally drove me insane to the point one time I got on a train and went to the middle of the country just to be away from fall. Okay? Alright? You ever heard that? You just got up on a train and just said, fuck it. Yeah. That's how bitchy this bitch is. Name something. Nobody's mother bitches like this. Jews' mothers don't bitch like this. I've actually had Jews, before I was aware, point out, you know, your mom bitches a lot. Okay? Right. It's just insane. It's utterly insanity. And it's all predicated on, well, it's my house. It ain't your internet, bitch. Yeah, it ain't your internet, bitch. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And on the internet, you're just fucking a clown, fucking stupid, low IQ fucking peasant. Right. With no authority of any motherfucking kind, much less any fucking authority over me. You see, you gave that up the day that you wanted to have me go live with the murderers and the killers. You don't rule my world no more, madam. You get nothing from me. I'll do as I dumb woolly please. You know? My father I have even less regard for, though we can at least get on, because he's not bitchy and catty like my mom, but to say I love him would be a lie. It just would be a lie. I don't know him well enough to love or hate him, is the honest truth. You know? But my mom, it's like this. It's like a riptide. You can't let it get a hold of you. It's that simple. Okay? Only a fool does. Hey, look, my grandfather, he was a big fat fuck, you know, and they can say whatever they want about him. And he was fat. I mean, he was fat. There's no way around. He was big. Boom. You know? But he was jovial. He was alive. Do you know? You know what I'm trying to say? There was some human in there. Because he had more going on than just sports ball. You know, nonsense. You know what I'm trying to say? I mean, okay, look. He was in Korean War in the Navy. He used the GI Bill, obviously. Got some schooling, got out, got a job over here at Bangor. Helped design things like passive sonar, you know, other stuffs. You understand? Okay? Now, you think that's not a whole lot, but, you know, that's something, that's a little bit of mental world, you know what I mean? to make up for the fat. Does that make sense, what I'm trying to say? Till they run you down out of that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You see, the guy's bladder started to give out on him. You know, that happens. That will happen at times. And rather than be a champ about it and fix the problem, my parents and my rest of my peoples, as far as I can tell, I'm the only one that I have never seen make fun of the guy. I won't do it. I won't do it. I will not. You're not going to hear me talk about pissy grandpa and fuck you. I'll slap you in the mouth. Understand? In fact, I made him shut up on the 4th of July. Outright told them all, shut your mouth. Just that goddamn simple. It's fucking wrong and it's vol. My mom got mad, but fuck her. Fuck her. That is wrong. Okay? So I already know what being around her is like. Okay? This is what she does. She finds whatever it is that will bother her about someone and then just can't just ignore it, can't just get off the static, can't just, no, it's her house, so everything's got to be just the way she says. She's a control freak, okay? And she's not very good at it. No, she's not really very good at all at it, okay? So, right? So this guy who couldn't control his bladder going out, It doesn't matter why. I mean, this is the whole thing. He wouldn't take care of himself. Would you take care of yourself in an environment where everyone laughs at you, says things like, I can't understand you because you don't have your teeth in. They could understand him. They're just being an asshole to him. Would you give a fuck about yourself in that environment? No, you wouldn't. You get run down. Just like they ran this guy down. Right to the point when he died in a fucking chair of sepsis, more or less. Covered in shit and piss. Yeah, right. Okay? I don't fancy going out like that. Though they have had me stationary locked in a chair before, though. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. The only difference between me and him is everything. You understand? Me and him are so different. It's almost remarkable how different we are. Right? He's calm and I'm more wild and so forth. But in that house with those people, same exact thing, same exact trip. Really? You don't find it to be even remotely strange? That two people, 2 decades apart, who are completely different, wound up with the same solution to deal with these people, which is just fucking avoid them. Okay? Or maybe the people are the fucking issue and not the persons that they're fucking with. Because, I have epilepsy. There's no lie there. I have cognitive issues. No problem. I got that. But I'm not the one that fucking rides myself either. These people are crazy with it. That old man, the last time I seen him, had the look of a prisoner locked in a cage. Like that dead look guys get that they've just been in a cell way too long, man. And the only thing that him and I have in common is that location and those persons. Individuals. Okay? Right? I mean, it's pretty sad, actually, Oh, he had stuff in there. He had dish. They always want to try to make it good now. Motherfuckers. But when he was alive, it wasn't quite this fucking nice. It was all, pissy pants, pissy this, piss, piss. Because they can't just either clean it up or just refuse to smell it, one or the other, you know what I mean? Air it out or deal with it, in some way, right? I mean, I don't know. For me, it'll just turn into ammonia and gas off, and that's it. But I don't know. I mean, because that's I understand the breakdown from urea to ammonia to nitrates, but you know, not these asshats. For them, we're all gonna die. There's some pee. Oh, they actually think pee is as dirty as blood. They actually are this stupid, right? Biologically, it comes out relatively clean. It will get dirty, of course. It'll pick up bacterium and air. But it is a lot cleaner than blood. That's just a fact, you know? Right? Now, it has a lot more stuff in it than blood, more concentrated, you know? But again, these people are dumb, you understand? So, oh no, there's like a chair with pee on it's going to harm them. What kind of fucking childish bullshit is that? Oh, and remember, they're doing this. Top of their lungs, big fucking production, to shame him. To shame an old man who's dying. Because they don't like the smell, and they finally had to do something about it. You understand? It's like, maybe you could quit being a cunt and give the guy a hand getting in the bathroom, you fucking twat. Might work better than shaming an old man who can barely walk. Hey? Hey? This is the kind of dumb shit these people come up with. They like get it in their mind that whatever they do, la 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 la. You understand? And they were a motherfucker, that guy. Period. In the story. In the story. My dad can say whatever he wants. He's full of shit too. He's lying too. He's lying. Point blank. Lying. Yeah, Ronald, I'm calling you a liar. Oh, that's right, because I don't have to live with you. So I can call you a fucking liar. And you too, Cheryl. You're a liar. A liar. You fucked that old man off because you thought you were better than him. But you were perfectly willing to take his money. You're perfectly willing to fucking let him help us all along, eh? Fucking shit. Hypocrite. Never seen no money you didn't like, but boy, you know? But you don't even know what a passive fucking sonar is, do you, Cheryl? You goon. You and your, oh, it smelled like pee. Fuck off. You raised 5 kids and you can't hang with the smell of some pee? You lived in a fucking barn. You literally spent half of your childhood in a barn with horses. And oh, now pee just bothers you. You're being a bitch. And you fucking know it. That's exactly what you were. You were being a bitch. Just to be a bitch. Because the old man wouldn't fight back and tell you to fuck off. Right. No, actually, you know, the fact is yeah, he could have. You see, there's this little known fact of law, Cheryl. It's called residency. You can't just throw people out at whim, honey buns. You're not some dictator from the sky. Yeah, there has to be an eviction. An eviction, sweetie buns. Okay? So, get the paperwork. I'd tell you to fuck off to your face. Get the paperwork. If you don't have the eviction paperwork, you don't matter. So, see, this idea that, you know, people can't tell you to fuck off because it's your property, it's your house. Yeah, they can. Yeah, even your own kids can tell you to get fucked. You see, in this state, Cheryl, the law is the big fucking dog, not your feels. And the law says there's a thing called residency. Once you've lived at a place for an allotted amount of time, you have to be evicted. Your say is not sufficient, cunt. You see, I only used to use this. My mom constantly. This is her like, it's